Hello everybody, this is Britannia, and thank you for stopping by today. And today we have a pretty good one lined up for you. This is actually a kind of close one. I am going back on the offensive with my sieges. We are in Thrones of Britannia, and we are besieging a Irish settlement. The capital, I believe, is the capital of Maid in the game. It's been a while since I've done this. I've been doing a lot more Steel Division lately, but this is still a very close battle, and it's still a pretty awesome one. I fought this one a while ago, so I'm hoping to do more of this lately, because this is very fun. I really enjoy doing these videos, so I hope you guys too. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the armies here. I have Maid, and I am commanding Dublin, besieging Maid. And this is a really good example of what you do when you don't have a terrain advantage. You set up a really strong fortified citadel. Alright, and this thing, the first layer alone, as we're about to see, is very difficult to get through. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started, but before we get started, be sure to subscribe and like the video so you don't, and turn the notifications on so that you don't miss out on any more content, because it would be a pity if you missed out on any more of these awesome battles, because these are great. Let's get started. Alright, first things first, I'm immediately ordering several of my siege towers and my battering ram forward. I have my berserkers on the ram, and in the towers, berserkers are really good shock troops. They don't have a large number in the units, but they do have a very good morale effect, and they're basically half unit size of Scarls, but they have the shields, so they can block a lot of arrow fire. Not all of it, as is the evidence, but those two guys are the first two guys to die in the battle. Alright, so they're lining up, ready to hold the gate with everything. Taunting. We are busy sniping their towers in one of my favorite maneuvers. Ordering the catapults to snipe the arrow towers.
Artillery, away! We're being fired on!
And this battle was one of my earlier ones. I did not know at the time that you could
the enemy's tower has been destroyed.
That some of your troops had the raider ability to light buildings on fire. So I still ordered my archers to target buildings expressly, and I'll still do that sometimes. Especially if it doesn't look like a battle's going to go too far into the settlement, but so far the settlement's fine other than the destruction of the towers. They are scaring off some of my archers though, and that's not good. That is going to be a problem later on. They're scaring off some of my archers. That's going to make this a bit of a grind if I don't have the range to fire those archers.
Our men have rallied!
Some of them are regrouping though. Alright, they are targeting flaming arrow fire against my own troops. These wood currents, and these wood currents aren't liking it. They're also doing normal archer fire, but those archers are soon to be driven to the wall, which is a good thing. We're about to reach the gates here. They are sending out wood spears to defend the gates. Defending at the gates instead of what I've been doing, pulling back into the inner defense.
Our men have been routed! They are leaving the field!
Pulling back. And over here we have berserkers ready to storm the breach. There's the leader unit with the sword and the rest of the guys with axes. There they go. The wood spears are here to beat them. We have another unit over here. Right?
The enemy's gates have been destroyed!
These are Scarls. Over here we're pouring through, and we have more siege towers pouring onto the wall. Over here we have the archers engaged in the same way with the Scarls. That's not doing it too good. There's a lot of friendly fire. Oh look! Look at all these javelins! Wow, look at that!
Our men run from the enemy! This is shameful!
Wow! Now archer fires begin to pour in the buildings. Arcing over. This building ain't looking too good. I'm already burning these buildings. As I said before, we were trying to damage the morale of the enemy. So we have stormed through the gate with the we've breached the gate, and we have large numbers of troops, but the oil from the gate is going to cause problems. I'm sending flaming arrows to kind of frighten these guys though. They don't have too good troops, just some wood spears and current axes. The wood spears are good troops, but they lack armor. They're they're guerrilla warriors. They actually do have the guerrilla ability to deploy beyond the deployment zone.
See, they flee
More
before our
flaming
might.
buildings. Just look at this. It's just a big ugly brawl. They still have that gate with the oil, and that's going to be a very serious problem for me in the future. We are beginning to break some of their swordsmen. But they pretty much bottled our guys up, and are even breaking some of the Huskarl units. I am sending out more troops, and it is getting a bit laggy.
This is shameful.
Not too bad, though. It's just due to the sheer size of the engagement. Everyone's engaging at once in such tight quarters. They've done a pretty good job of sealing off choke points. I'm pushing up another siege
The
tower,
settlement
though,
is on fire.
to kind of drive these current axemen and kind of drive a wedge between the forts and hopefully isolate them. I have some Eastwind mailed axemen and going in the breach with some spear guard to back them up. Into the breach, we're sending in many more troops. We still have lots of troops kind of just congregated here. It is getting a bit laggy again. I apologize for that. This battle is
Our men have turned tail and run.
They're breaking more of our forces. There is some Huskarls breaking. Over here we pour through. I am repositioning my spear guard though. I think they can do a better job somewhere else. I'm beginning to bring up my the last unit to my second line. I did bring some cavalry, but they haven't shown up yet. I will use them in a bit. The artillery, I believe, is out of ammo. Yeah, they're out of ammo. Archers, the ones that still have ammo, are firing. I'm bringing up my cav now. We're just busy trying to break through.
Captured the gates.
We're capturing the gate, so we don't need to worry about that oil anymore. We're still trying to push through. They've done a pretty good job of bottom slapping all of these Vikings in this little area, despite the fact that they're heavily outnumbered. And what they need to do is start mopping up these guys coming in through the siege towers. We're sending in some, I won't tell you what they are. We're sending in some Eastman spearmen. Not actually the spear unit, they're tier 3 levies. So we're sending in some of those, and they really need to start mopping up over here so they can take all these troops, put them into that, or better yet, climb down the siege towers and go through here.
The men have been routed.
The wall here got
They are
pretty
leaving the
damaged.
field.
It didn't get breached, but they got 90% damaged. So they're routing those axemen. They're doing a good job cleaning it up. We have burned down a large number of their buildings, though, and more are burning. We've done 5% settlement damage. So yeah, we are beginning to weaken them. Yep. So we are beginning to break more of their units, though, and they really need to do a good plug those gaps and mop them up. Over here, they're doing a better job, but we've also driven farther, so it's going to be harder to push them back, push us back. Well, they are routing some of our troops. I ordered my cavalry to dismount. My horsemen are now climbing the siege towers. And these horsemen are going into the gate. Spear guard climbing in. And the flaming arrows beginning to try and light buildings on fire. Major volley falling just short. Large portions of the settlement have already stopped burning.
See, they flee
But this is
before our
not
might.
looking too good for my attacking forces right now. We are doing a pretty good job of pushing through, though. It's just slowly breaking through, especially in the center where we have all that weight. We have, like, let's go to the tactical map view. All our troops are bottled up in this small area. Not much going on over here, but all of this, and they've done a pretty good job of stopping it, and they're actually mopping up this flank. This flank we are beginning to turn, though, and that's pretty good. Alright, so back to normal view. Let's get some cinematic shots of this, because this looks awesome, absolutely awesome. Ooh, this is a good shot right here. You get a good idea of the scale of the battle. There's more troops here. The badly damaged wall. That only barely helped. They do have, we are fighting some gallow classes, though, which are basically the equivalent, their equivalent of Huskarls. Mercenary Huskarls that joined them instead of us. We are worrying about some troops wavering, but
Our men
our
run
horsemen
from the enemy.
here are
This is
doing a pretty
shameful.
good job of pushing back. And there's the Berserkers too in the mix. There's a lot of Berserkers in the mix. I don't think they've retreated yet. Like, yeah, there's some of the Berserkers that were originally sent in with the Ram. They're still fighting. They are not out of control, surprisingly, and they're cutting their way through. This is a thin point. So they're pushing through. But you still have to worry about these javelins, though. Another volley of flaming arrows, and this building catches fire. Alright, it's only slowly catching fire, but it's beginning to catch hold.
Our men have turned tail and run! The cowards!
Yep, there it goes. That big old longhouse has caught fire. I've begun to order my archers to start targeting the big blob of troops, kind of the cork, really, to try and break through. Although we are already beginning to break through. We have this opening here. I didn't use it, and they are sending some wood spears to plug it, but they seem to be hesitant about going into that massive blob of Vikings and that very fierce fire support. This is actually pretty good combined arms use here. The archers are doing a pretty good job stopping these units up. I'm not seeing a lot of friendly fire. So they're doing a pretty good job of stopping that up. Now my archers have shifted their fire over here where it's needed more. But they have more units over here fighting. So the archers are pushing, are hurting their morale.
We're getting shot at!
Unfortunately, there is a little bit of friendly fire over here, but still very effective combined arms use. Trying to break through and scare him off. We're doing a good job of that. Over here we have one unit of Adric swordsmen. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Only 35 of them holding against the Berserkers. 25 plus all of these other guys. All of them.
See, they flee before our might.
Pushing through. More flaming arrows in the background. Big old volley. Over here, the fire is spreading significantly. I would not want to be a warrior in this fight. At least an Irish one. I wouldn't mind being a Viking one as long as I'm not first in, because I get some of the fun. We have more Irishmen, although they've been flanked. Yeah, over here, we have some Adric swordsmen trying to desperately hold this unending tide of Vikings back, but we've just been slowly pushing and pushing relentlessly forward. We've been pushing forward, and we're, oh yep, there we go, we've broken through. The last units have routed. We have caught the general's bodyguard. There's a unit of berserkers that are going after him. The general's getting, I would love the general right now because the berserkers, and some friendly fire with the javelins. Into the
enemy general is
dead. Raiders into the javelins, brought down by the berserkers. Nice job, berserkers. I know I can't control you, but yep. Now we have some gallows glasses, a full unit, and a lot of wedge formation. Let's see if they can get a charge. Well, we don't know how effective a wedge is against a blob. It's pretty darn effective against a line if you can get some momentum on it. Against a blob, no, not necessarily. So they do get a pretty decent charge, but it's stopped by these here. And berserkers, more berserkers. There are a lot of berserkers in this fight. They're pretty on the floor, slaying the general and all. Over here, there's still a big gold blob, so I'm trying to pull up this unit of
our men run from the enemy.
And over here, they're doing a good job of holding back the two units. You know, some spear guard and some more spear guard. They're not too healthy units, so they did a good job and they're mopping this side up. But they need to do it faster, because over here, they've just broken the last couple units. They are beginning to break some of the troops. We have some Eastman Hierdemen, and they have a cab charge. There's a cab charge by the Eastman Raiders, not Eastman Raiders, the current Horsemen. Yep. This is a very fierce melee there. A couple guys are just kind of standing here resting. Worn out, but kind of just fought their way through here. Over here, we are storming the ramparts. Here's, I believe, the general unit. Let's double check that. Yep, we're off of Scarls. That's the general. Storming the gate. There's the general. There he is. He saw him. Where he is? Nope, that's just a guy with the. Where is he? Ah, I just saw him. That. No, that's that. Alright, never mind. Anyway, they're surging into these current axemen, and these guys are heavily outnumbered.
See, they flee before our
And the general just let loose a massive war cry. I was using the war cry ability, and it's working. They're sending in some, I suppose they're routing. The current axemen are routing right into the big old block. Not even caring. That's the spearmen. Pretty nasty spears. This is not looking too good for the defenders. So we managed to break through and kind of just wrap them up. That flank first, now this flank, and that's pretty much it. The battle's over, and we've done a lot of damage to the settlement. Unfortunately, captured it 10%, relatively intact. Only about 10% of the settlement was burned. It's fine. We beat the army, that's what matters. So yeah, let's see. We did take a lot of casualties, but we wiped out their army. So I hope you liked today's video, folks. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more. Let me know in the comments what Total War factions you think would be awesome in a siege battle, and what city you want me to fight at. Alright, so I can use your guys' suggestions, because I am running out of my own ideas. I have a few projects that I've been working on that are more informative, though, so if you guys want to see that too, let me know. And yeah, Total War Titan, out.